Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. 4 more days. We are just 4 days away from the 2024 football season, the beginning of the Nico era. We got a little taste of it last year during the bowl game, but Nico will roll out there. He will get his first start inside of Neyland Stadium. Tennessee ranked 15th. You guys know that, coming off an 8-win regular season a year ago. Of course, had the bowl game victory over Iowa. Chattanooga ranked 8th in the FCS coaches poll. They're coming off of an 8-5 season in 2023 where they advanced to the second round of the FCS playoffs. But look, this is a game that's all about Tennessee. You can roll around the internet, you can get your game breakdown, you can talk about what Chattanooga has, who they're returning, what their defense looks like. I don't care about any of that. This game is about Tennessee. They need to go out. They need to do what they do. I want to see what the identity of this football team looks like. They're favored by almost 40 points against Chattanooga. I asked you guys yesterday, I said, what do you want to see from Tennessee on Saturday? Some of you guys said this. Stacey Breeden said, I want domination. I want to see this team stay healthy. Curtis, 4176. Simple man, I want 77 points. David Johns wants to see excellent execution in all three phases of the game with a 63-10 win. That's what some of you guys want to see on Saturday. Josh Heupel, man, I listened to his press conference yesterday, and I love one of the themes, one of the narratives that he pushes to his team, and he's done this since arriving in Knoxville, is soak in the moment. Drink it in. Enjoy it. This is what he said yesterday. Let's go take a listen here. Comments from his press conference yesterday.
I haven't talked to him about that. I talked to our team really every week. Enjoy the journey of leading up to kickoff. That's Vol Walk. It's, your experience at the hotel, hanging out with your teammates. It's seeing your family there in town, and certainly running through the tees. So soak all those things in. I think that helps you enjoy the journey, makes you better for the next week. For him, at the end of the day, it's 11 on 11. When you get between the white lines, go play ball.
I love it. We talk a lot about recruiting on this channel throughout the offseason. Even as we get into the season, we'll be talking about visits, different things like that. But Josh Heupel, one of the things, man, one of the themes that we have seen with each one of these kids that rolls through this channel we talk to and we interview, we saw it just recently with David Sanders when we had him on the channel on Sunday night. By the way, if you missed that, go back and give it a watch. And they all say the same thing, that Josh Heupel is just a dude, man, that he's relatable, that he cares about you as a person. We had Anthony Aguimora on the show, and we asked him, what's it like when you're being recruited by these elite programs? And he talked about how so many of them call, and it's not how are you doing, what are you up to, how's the family? And that's what Josh Heupel talks about. He said, man, he will hit me up and talk about anything but football. He says, meanwhile, on the other hand, these other coaches, it's who have you talked to lately? Who have you heard to? Who have you heard from today? Where are you leaning? And it's like, man, Josh Heupel gets it. Josh Heupel is relatable. I think they can have a conversation with him. The fact that he did this at an elite level, right? A national championship quarterback, a Heisman Trophy finalist. I think they can relate to him because of that. Now, speaking of potential Heisman Trophy finalists, he was also asked about Nico. What does he want to see from his young quarterback, who, again, is going to be going out there and having his first start inside of Neyland Stadium? Let's take a listen to what he wants to see from Nico coming up on Saturday against Chattanooga.
Yeah, play smart football, take care of the football, manage the game extremely well, communication, play within yourself, and at times when they present themselves, make plays. And he's had the opportunity to start the bowl game. I think that was a great experience. Helps propel, create urgency in the off season. He's handled himself extremely well here. During the course of training camp too. Young quarterback. He's going to get better as we go through the season. I say that just meaning that every rep you get at that position on game day helps you as well.
I think that bowl game is absolutely huge, and something that we talked about yesterday on the morning show with Kaner was, I was pointing out the fact that Nico was an early enrollee. So he enrolled early, but not only that, but Tennessee went to a bowl game that year. So by the time Nico rolls out there on Saturday, he's been a part of this football team going on close to 2 years at this point as he goes out there to make his first start. Again, it's going to be inside of Neyland Stadium. It's going to be a great atmosphere for Nico to go out there and get his feet wet. But that bowl game just huge, right? Gives him that experience against an elite defense in Iowa. No matter what people want to say and how they want to spin it and how they want to sell it, Nico went out there and this football team dominated an elite defense. Tennessee showed what Nico brings to the table. Again, more of a conversation we had yesterday with Kaner was what Nico brings to this football team in the red zone. And we saw that in the bowl game as they went 100%. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. I don't care how you get in the end zone. I think Nico opens up this offense, and that excites me, and I can't wait to see it on Saturday. Now, something else that me and Kaner talked about yesterday was that Tennessee was going to roll out their first depth chart of the 2024 season. We said there's going to be 15 or 16 oars on that depth chart, but is this real? Is this depth chart real? We're going to take a look at it, but we're almost 6 minutes into the video. I need you guys to do me that YouTube stuff. Just hit the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. A lot of you guys are attacking the comment section. You may not have something to say. You may not have a question. You can jump in the comments, just put a GBO, and that plays the algorithm game, and that drives this video out to other Tennessee fans, because that's what this channel is. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. We're full steam ahead. It is football time in Tennessee tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're playing EA Sports College Football. We'll talk all things Tennessee football. You guys in the chat can come on and challenge me head to head. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time is Talkin VAWLS live. Friday morning at 10 a.m. Another morning show. Me and Coach Jay going to get you ready to go for kickoff. Saturday, an hour before kickoff, we do a tailgate show. It's just like the fan call-in show on Sunday nights. And then Saturday, immediately following the game, we'll do our post-game show. Now, who's going to be here for the post-game show? Well, it's going to be Boogie Bentley or Dauber or Coach Jay or Coach Rice or Xavier or Dustin Sellers or Matt Begley. You never know. Speaking of oars, let's go take a look at the depth chart. It is kind of comical. It's kind of comical. We knew this was coming. Me and Kaner sat here and laughed about it and joked about it yesterday on the morning show. The depth chart comes out. According to Tennessee, they only have a couple of starters. Nico is going to be your starter at quarterback. There's no or. He's going to be your starter at quarterback. What do we know? We know that Jackson Ross is going to punt. We know that Josh Turbeville is going to kick off. And we also know that we've got a holder. Jackson Ross is going to be our holder for this football team in 2024. Other than that, at tight end, you got Ethan Davis or Holden Stace or Miles Kitzelman, left tackle Lance Hurd, or Larry Johnson, left guard Andrej Carrick, or Jackson Lampley. You can go down the list here. I missed one there. Cooper Mace is going to get the start at center. But, it's comical, but at the same time, when you look at it, it shows you how much depth that this football team has, right? And we know that Lance Hurd is going to start at left tackle. It's not going to be Larry Johnson. So that's when you can kind of scratch out. Left guard, not sure. That's still a competition. Is it going to be Carrick? Is it going to be Lampley? Is it going to be Shamrod Umarov? And I was listening to the VolQuest podcast, and that was something that, Hubs and Kaner were talking about is, can anybody really win a job in this glorified scrimmage against Chattanooga? If Shamrod Umarov goes out there and dominates that left guard position, does he get penciled in as your starter going into NC State? I think we're going to have more of an idea going into week 2. I think there's still some position battles that could take shape here. But again, what you see is the depth, particularly right over here on this side. Look at that defensive line, right? Now, we know Lance Hurd is starting at left tackle. Right, we can scratch that one out. We know James Pierce is starting at the edge, but then you run it down. Joshua Josephs, Caleb Herring, Jordan Ross. You look at the interior, Omari Thomas, Elijah Simmons, Jackson Moy, Bryson Eason, Omar Norman Lott, David Hobbs. Any one of those guys, any one of those 6 dudes could step up and start, because that's how deep you are on the interior. You move over to the defensive end spot, Dominic Bailey, Tyree West, Jason Jenkins, a guy that almost entered the portal, but Rodney Garner, ideally Rodney Garner wanted him to redshirt this year. But Jason Jenkins has put in so much work that it's going to be hard to keep him off the field. You've also got Tyree Weathersby there. So we laugh about it. We say, is this real? Like, is this serious? Is this a joke? What are we doing here? So many oars on the depth chart, but at the same time, you look at the talent on this football team going into Saturday's game against Chattanooga, and you start to get a little fired up. What do you guys think about the depth chart? Wanted to make a video about it, but kind of piggybacking some of the things that Josh Heupel said as he met with the media, because it is game week. They're in game preparation mode. That fires me up. That excites me. We're 4 days away from kickoff. What do you guys think about the depth chart? What do you want to see from Chattanooga if you didn't comment on yesterday's video? As always, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the Talkin Vols merchandise. I know I mentioned it. I don't always show it. Check these VWO shirts out. If you're talking Vols, you're talking Vols for life. You can get whatever style, whatever design. And then if you look below, you can change the color, different options that you can kind of customize each shirt. We got Cruton with Boogie and the coaches. We got these lurker shirts. If you're always in the chat, but you never say anything, you can rep this lurker shirt. We've also got the Knoxville, Tennessee checkerboard shirts, the Chosen One, Cult of 8, Talkin Vols letter theme shirts. We also have more offensive shirts if you want to rep the brand, FUGA, Gator Hater, Buck Fama. It's all there. Again, bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. We appreciate any and all support. And as always, thank you to the members of the channel. If you don't have a little power T beside your name, you can go over there right beside subscribe. There's a button that says join. You can join for as little as $1 a month, but you give us the opportunity to do this full time, bring you full-time Tennessee football content all day, every day throughout the course of the entire year. The members are what make that possible, so we are grateful for you guys. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.